Oh man.
Oh yeah.
The music is so somber.
The end here. Okay, she's big, she's nasty, she gets 3. Mandrake.
Oh, we got to nuke her quick.
Bite.
Fight.
Yep. Bite attack.
5 attack? Holy crap.
Nope, miss. Alright. Giant tail whips around, attempts to impale Vinzo. Miss.
Oh.
Just to sort of leap up through the air and come back behind here. And attempt to pounce on Senator Vital. Ooh, hit. Senator must make a dex save, which he passes. He's not dropped to 0. He is hit for 6.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We've got to where we need to be.
Don't we need him alive?
For what?
Yeah.
Good question.
Well, he got us through the door,
Yeah, we need them to get us here.
and I have the data crystal. He passed that over earlier.
Yep.
Nice.
What this? I'm gonna make a request. This is a little metagaming, a little bit, but having been in the vehicle, like the transition from the vehicle to this room, I was wondering if we all had like the one turn, if you will, to make the transition. What if we grabbed the med kit each and been able to apply that health point bonus?
I mean, I assume that you guys would have grabbed supplies while you were riding around in the truck.
Yeah, I tried to call it out a couple of times of like, yeah, we got med kits in the back, you know, and I don't, with med kits it's kind of weird because like it doesn't take an action to actually use one, right? So, but it does take a round to get that item, I suppose.
No, I think you just would have picked them up. I wouldn't
Okay.
sweat that small stuff. If it takes an action to use it, it's just it
Oh, it does. Okay.
yeah.
All right.
It just doesn't take a check, really.
Yeah, just
Right.
It's about the only thing in ICRPG that doesn't really require a check.
Oh, okay. But it takes the time. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm done. I made turns. Keldor.
Alrighty. Uh-oh. Did I lose everybody?
Nope. Your turn.
Nope. Oh, all right. Everything on my screen just paused for a second. Oh. Freaked me out there for a minute. All right. So this guy... Oh, I just lost Jason.
No, hold on. I'm refreshing.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, no.
A weird artifact thing going on anyway. Oh, that fixed it. Perfect.
Right, sound isn't attached to roll 20, so you can all still hear.
Can we?
Yeah.
I would like to attempt the same thing I did to Vinzo, but on top of this queen.
Oh.
Pinning her to the ground if possible.
Okay. You can try.
I can always try. I hit.
Wow.
Okay.
Alright. And then she will be pinned for 2 rounds.
Hold on.
And then I will move back here by Vinzo.
She's making a deck save.
Oh.
She fails her deck save.
Aha.
Yeah, she's pinned. Interesting.
The drama. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. For
I'll
2
buy you
rounds.
what time I can. 2 rounds. I bought you what time I could.
Okay.
But I'm
The
assuming
bonus
she's going to try to make a
time.
dex check every time to hop up.
You assume correctly.
I need to refresh. I still don't have Jason back.
Yeah, everybody went out on me for some reason.
Oh.
So
All right.
Quick refresh.
F5.
Everybody's refreshing.
it wouldn't be a night in roll
yeah.
20 if we didn't all have to refresh at one point.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
All right.
Yeah. It feel weird.
All right. Refresh.
All right. We
I lost Damien. Did he
Drake.
exit? He might have just exited out and he's rejoining. That's
He
all right.
probably hit like completely. Like,
Yeah, he probably just
reload.
closed it and is reopening it. It's fine.
No. I can hear you guys. Gosh.
Because audio is not connected to Roll20.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh yeah.
No, I see the eyeball.
Yep. Okay, so Keldar, you did the repulsion spell on her and sort of
Yep, and
use
then
it to,
fell back towards Venzo.
Yeah, you're using it vertically instead of horizontally.
Yes, I'm just bringing it down on top to pin instead of repulse.
Nice. All right, Mandarin, what you up to?
I'm waiting for Roll20 to refresh at the moment. I'm thinking though that we need to try and use
There you are.
the Warpshell. Yeah, there you go. I just popped in. Cool. What can we do here? I'm like trying to assess environmental advantages in this situation. If the beast is pinned down, we have our victim, if you will, in the other room. There's got to be something we can do to enlist the Warpshell dragon herself.
Yeah, because I'm worried if we start blowing this thing to hell, then we're going to be bleeding all over the ship.
Right.
And it's going to start cutting holes in our baby.
So, like a compartment, I mean, what if we all... I guess none of us actually have tried to talk to Warpshell at this point. Might be worthy to do so. The other options I think we have are to like either go to a compartment on the Warpshell that we think is protective, head off into deep space, and then vacate the entire ship. You know, just open her up, clean her out. We can do the same thing, getting Warpshell up into orbit and trying to make a break for the escape pods, for example. These are the types of environmental things that I'm considering right now.
So, environmentally, you would know that the Warpshell's sort of interesting. This grid space that's here, right? This is like an orbital deployment platform, and if the Warpshell can kind of control at will to turn off these different honeycombs. And then anything that's standing on top of it would fall through.
Yep, that's where my head was already at.
All right. So I'm gonna go full rider status then, man. Back to the whole world of Chrysius, where we used to hunt and set traps. I'm going to take the cable. This is my move. It's going to take a couple of moves probably to do, but we have the beast in a glyph right now. So I'm going to grab the lifter cable here.
Okay.
And make a lasso around the glyph with the intent of dragging it to a vehicle to cinch it up, because I know this glyph is going to collapse, right? So like if you set up a lasso, basically a slip knot in a circle around that glyph, right? So the round that it would take to get the wire off of that arm, the lifter, set it up to where I can attach it to one of those rovers.
Yeah, you're gonna attach the cable to the monster and use it to pull it in.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Pull it into there, and then let's get Warpshell off the ground at the same time, get her into space. And then we can, have like an anchored drop, if you will, of this beast.
Okay.
So there's a lot involved there. I'm assuming it's going to be probably dexterity.
We'll play it out one step at a time then.
Cool. All
so,
right. So
what do you do, man?
Going for the cable and setting the knot, the noose.
Okay. So you run over and you start pulling out the cable.
Yeah. I go over to the arm. The yellow arm. Oh, that's a shitty roll. What's going on there? Yeah, I was trying to grab the cable over here.
Okay, so you move over to it, and you start grabbing the cable.
Mhm.
All right,
Exactly.
Zayden.
Zayden says that's too complex of a plan. He comes over here, guards the door, unleashes a blaster on the thing that's sitting on the ground.
Okay, it's easy while it's pinned down.
It's a
Oh,
crit.
nice roll, sir.
Which doesn't matter because you critted it.
God damn.
And that is, of course, with the burst fire, and I will drop my hero coin on that as well.
Do we have any other hero coins?
So that's going to be D6 plus 4 plus
12.
12 plus D6 plus 4 plus D12 plus D6 plus 4 plus D12. Because I assume I get the crit on each one of the bursts. Because that's how we do it. Got the D12 for the hero coin.
Right. Okay.
What?
Jesus!
48 points of damage.
I'm glad I could hold it still for you.
Yeah. Senator dives out of the way as green gore erupts and is most certainly killed by Zayden. Which is a classic. I mean, this is like classic Zayden Mandrick, right? Like Mandrick's like I've got a plan. We're gonna create a noose trap and do this, and it's like Zayden's just like, sure, boom, 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 boom.
That's one.
Oh, let me guess. I had
I'm
4
standing
hearts.
like holding a hook, a cable.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Giant dead Xeno bleeds all over your ship, and
Well, thank God the force field was there to keep all that blast contained.
right. And you definitely see it causing some damage to the warp shell.
Oh, poor baby.
To be seen what effect that actually, what that really means. But yeah, it's definitely a giant molecular acid smear,
Right.
We will work on that.
which is nice.
I'm gonna pop my comms. Dragon, water fires or use the water fire suppressors. Hose that deck. Going on that. Hopefully the water will diffuse acid. I don't even know if we have H2O fire suppressors. It's probably a different something or other.
No,
Yeah.
There's got to be some.
Warpshell, summon baking soda.
Neutralize compound.
Yeah, you see fire systems sort of set off and start spraying, materium everywhere. Who knows what it is? It may not be water. Space
Yeah,
fires
right.
are probably not necessarily oxygen or grease. We don't know.
Right. Yeah, Vindo beelines the door.
Yep. Yeah, inside is your brother, Victor, and your daughter.
What?
But she doesn't know that. Yeah, so Katie Bear.
Victor does.
And
Yeah,
where have you been? It's been days. And you get a message, all of you get the overwhelming emotional sense from the warp shell. Leave now, leave now, leave now.
Take off, dragon. Get us out.
Us leave or the dragon needs to leave?
The dragon needs to leave.
Dragon,
Okay.
we need to lift off.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
planet's gone.
We still got some acid burning right here.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, she saved Venzo.
yeah. We're going to move into sort of a moment's time here.
Oh, shit.
As you leave the orbit of the planet, you see hundreds of thousands of green glowing shells flying down towards the surface.
What's that symbol?
Freaking A, dude.
Can I do an int check on that symbol on the ship?
Sure.
Nope.
Nope, you make it. We're at a 10.
Oh, we're at a 10? Awesome.
Yeah, we're
Do
no
I
longer in
recognize that
duress.
symbol?
Yeah. This is the Imperium.
I figured it was not good. I mean, they wiped out the planetary defenses.
They totally cloned her, dude. You know, you pegged it. Remember, you're totally worried about the fact that they're going to get all the Warpshell genetic stuff. They got it.
No, these are the bad
They're
guys.
cloning them.
These are the bad
That's
guys.
what I'm saying. Don't you remember? Yeah.
Yeah. They make no effort whatsoever to intercept your ship. You're just watching
Interesting.
millions and millions and millions of these things sort of land.
Oh man.
And
that makes me worry. If these are clones of Dragon,
yeah, and as you pull out, further into the universe, it's just
That's why the sky is green, because they're all glowing green.
yeah.
Blanketed.
That's all green.
Jesus.
holy
Jesus.
crap!
What? Whoa. Oh, wow.
The senator with you, Senator Vital, he turns to you, Zayd, and he says, "This is impossible. The Imperium, they're gone. Why are they back?"
Well,
Go ahead, Zayden. Tell him.
part of an undercover operation. They weren't supposed to be that many, but there must have been a flaw in the program we were running. There was only supposed to be one clone, but I guess we'll have to find another program some way to reverse this. I don't know how we're going to do this.
He interrupts you. He goes, "Clone? What are you talking about? Don't you understand? My crew, we sacrificed our entire crew and ship to take the time shard from them. Their source of power, their immortal
You
nature,
have the time
we
shard?
shut them down."
Wait a second.
You have the time shard, sir?
No, we don't have the time shard. We turned it over to some protective group to guard it.
Which group would that be?
What protective group is?
I don't honestly remember. That was years ago. There's only one damn of those things.
Oh shit.
And I kind of look over at Keldor and says, "So what protective group are you part of?"
That's a long story.
Wow.
Listen. There's no time for any of this. The Devourer is growing in strength anyway. We need to get out of here.
Where are we gonna go if the Devourer is loose, man? No place is safe.
The monks. I hate that damn floating forest, but we need to go to Zurin.
We can only hope that their pacifism is done. Them mothers need to be able to pass a fist right now. That's all I'm saying. I said let's do it.
Perhaps
I've been
they
thinking
could-
about this for a long, long time. And I think the real problem with defeating the Devourer is not how to defeat it, but when to defeat it. If the Imperium has a time shard again, there might be hope. But the Zurans, they're the only ones who would know when we needed to go.
That makes total sense.
They won't just give us information to anybody. We must be able to convince them that we are worthy of this information and they're not going to use it for ill.
The real problem is, where are we going to find a time mage? It's such a rare talent.
I don't think we'll have a problem with that.
That part's unclear.
If you can get us there, you just let me talk to him.
Okay. Alright. Final moments of the comic book.
Ooh, right? Final frame.
Final frame. Keldor?
So Keldor is trying to go through his mind to remember how many fragments of the shard were left over and where else there would be a whole time shard. So I spend my turn doing lots of math in my head.
Got it. Okay. Mandrick? Victor's chest explodes.
Oh!
Literally explodes. I'm assuming we're like in the same area, like in some like dining situation or something. Obviously,
Red mist sprays out as something explodes out of its chest.
It just totally threw me for a loop. In that case, my God, this damned adventure is nowhere near over. Do you see the beast? And I jumped towards whatever came out of its chest with the glimmering duranium blade in my hand, reminiscent of that one image that I don't know you guys have seen on the post where you got that classic barbarian facing off on a potential Xeno that just busted out of this. God, that's crazy.
All right, Zayden.
I don't see the thing. I can't make an attack, right? You can only assume that it's there. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I mean, you start moving towards it. Okay.
Yeah.
Zayden, the red mist begins to clear. You can see the sheen of black carapace covered in red gore.
Kind of I glance at Mandrick, nod as knowing that the between the two of us, we have taken out dozens and dozens and dozens of things, and we make a great pair together. And then I also look at Keldor as a time age and thinking of how am I going to get him onto those Zirans, into those monks, and get him what he needs, the information he needs. And I started thinking back to some things that I met and there was a Ziran monk that I met many, many years ago, and you kind of hear me saying, wait, Xylek, the Ziran monk, perhaps it's time for a new face of Zayden. Perhaps I can convince them I'm a monk and we can try to work our way into their monastery to get the information we need.
Okay.
And I calmly put some buttons on the dragon and say, Dragon, please bring up all information for Ziran monks. I have studying to do.
Wow.
And then I'm done.
Okay.
Cool.
Benzo, before you go, Senator Varus, he pulls out a pistol and he shoots 2 rounds into your brother's head and then 1 into the Xeno.
Oh!
What?
Tough
Oh,
love.
Holy crap. Man, then I think with that, Vinzo's final frame would be dragging Katie, pulling her in and covering her eyes. Holy crap. Just so she can't see, and pulling his blast sword, aiming it out at whatever is springing forth from his chest. So that's, final frame is hugging his niece, quotes, and getting ready to open fire if Mandrick misses, which I doubt.
Yeah. Katie Bear, covered in her father's blood, is screaming and weeping into your shoulder.
Oh my
that's a
god.
messed up scene, bruh. Just when you think you're good.
Traumatized.
Boom!
All right, thanks for playing tonight, guys. It's been fun.
That was
Oh my
All right.
God!
great
Classic.
session.
Freaking
Beautiful,
Xeno
sir.
drop. Well done.
That was great.
Fun times had by all.
We survived.
Yeah, you survived. I don't know how, but you did it.
Shit! I didn't even think about that. We did.